Yeet. That was quick. I'll explain what I mean in a moment, but first, welcome to Silo Voice Wrestling on YouTube and the Silo Voice Wrestling podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Jason C. McLean, and these are my assorted thoughts on the December 8th, 2025 WWE Raw. I'm recording this next night, Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. It's around 9 p.m., and it seems like about a week ago in this very space on my assorted thoughts on last week's Raw, something I even clipped out and released as a short, was me talking about how they needed better booking with the men's tag team scenes on both Raw and SmackDown, but in particular on Raw, and how the title match last week didn't really catch my interest despite being a good match. Well, fast forward a week, and we had the team of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defending the World Tag Team Championships against the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. Now, I didn't think that the team that had spent most of its matches this year after losing the titles at WrestleMania on Main Event, I think, in fact, their little package showed a lot of stuff from Main Event. I didn't really think they were going to take the titles, but this match was very entertaining to watch, especially with the two big men, just the way they were able to be lifted. And when I think at one point, Eric just whipped up Ivar and dropped him, it was good. Whereas the New Day were at the announce position with Grayson Waller, and the team AJ Lee, as I somewhat affectionately call them, and others do too, they did retain, and they were confronted by the New Day. Then we heard, Uso! Jimmy and Jay came down, yeeting their way. After Jay's crash out last week, I was like, hey, what's going on? The announcers even said, what's going on? They're just happy. They're picking up the kids. They're doing whatever. They get in the ring like they're going to confront both teams. But then Jay does the whole roll it back. They do that. You can see everyone in the ring is getting annoyed. But it was fun. There's still main event Jay Uso entrance with Jimmy. I guess this is the new Usos entrance. And they announced that the Usos are once again part of the tag team division. And they confronted the New Day and the current champs. And then they got into a little bit of an altercation with the New Day, and it was hilarious how Grayson Waller did the roll it back gesture kind of before running out of the ring. So first of all, for the tag team division, I think this is great. I think a team like the Usos involved in this division, at least for a little while, is just what it needed. In fact, I believe this might surpass the SmackDown Tag Team division and rival the current women's one for interest and prominence if the Usos are in it. Usos versus New Day was a recurring thing for an entire year, like in 2019, but now the babyface heel dynamic is reversed, and it could be interesting to roll that back. And in fact, if they had done that last year with the Usos with the New Day as the champions and the Usos dethroned them, that could have been a major thing. Now, as far as Jey Uso's push, I mean, obviously his singles push is on hold for a bit. They might get back to it at some point. But you know what? Right now, I mean, it was kind of like there was a lot of people in the mix, especially for the World Heavyweight title and that whole scene. And I think moving him into the tag team right now and taking him from a scene that's already really well developed and pretty much dominating the show and putting it into a scene that you need to have a reason for people, not just to put more eyeballs on, give them more time, but have a reason for people to want to see more tag matches. I think the Usos in that division is just what's needed. And I love the fact that I other people have been saying this for a while, but I actually said this on the recording last week. And I shared like the short version, the clipped out YouTube short a few hours before Raw last night. And then on Raw, it happened. So I was like, oh, I kind of like the main event Jey Uso thing, but he's still really over. Just both the Usos have the entrance. They have the eating now. And I'm happy. I think this is a good move. Looks like LA Knight, is going on LA vacation, at least until the Royal Rumble, due to a tsunami on the car. And I did find it amusing that the alarm didn't properly go off. And I think someone was pressing their key fob, but still, that's how you send someone on vacation. And he's been active all year. I know some people started saying, oh, they're not renewing. He just signed a contract for like another 4 years or something, or 5 years. So he's sticking around. He had a great year. He just was in he beat Jey Uso, and he was in the finals of the Last Man Standing tournament and only lost to Gunther. Of course, LA Knight and the Vision was the through line to the show. We should really roll it back to the beginning. Logan Paul attacked Rey Mysterio for like a slap from last week when Rey was heading out to fight Finn Balor. So Finn Balor got the night off. He'll celebrate that later. But Logan got some assistance by the masked man from War Games. Not sure if it was the same guy. The theory was Austin Theory. Now Montez Ford is another theory being discussed. Maybe it's two guys. I kind of like the idea that it's Montez Ford. Regardless, this led to LA Knight chasing Logan away and defending Rey Mysterio, cutting a pretty hell of a really nice promo. Cutting a promo on Logan Paul, setting up the match later. The Masked Man interfered in that one too. And LA Knight took some tsunamis, was basically being carted away. And we had another really fiery, excellent Braun Breaker promo after a kind of awkward Paul Heyman announcement. Now, the promo was great, but they kept cutting to the back. I think it was just to remind us that LA Knight was still there. But it gave some sort of an odd feeling to it, like we were going to maybe find out who the Masked Man was. Again, not really sure, but we of course ended with the tsunami on the car. And I think, you know what? Good job, LA Knight. Take some rest, come back. Maybe you probably will be involved in this storyline, but right now this storyline is very interesting, particularly the Masked Man thing. Now, I think they're going to maybe reveal, maybe it's going to be like a El Grande Americano thing. I don't know. Or maybe it's El Grande Americano underneath there. It'd be hilarious. They pull off the mask. It's the El Grande mask. It's not that. But I think that and the Vision is very interesting. I like that how Logan Paul has integrated himself fully into the Vision in that backstage segment. And I find it very interesting where they're going to go with this. Obviously, they're not going to go after LA Knight or Jey Uso. They are going after CM Punk, but maybe some more baby faces might get mixed in. In general, LA Knight's taken some time off, well-deserved, but I still like where this story is going. This week's chapter of the Judgment Day Saga began with Stephanie Vaquer actually making it to the ring this time for an interview with Jackie Redmond. When she was coming out, I remember thinking like, oh God, this didn't work so well last time with Jackie standing in the ring, introducing her. But no one attacked her on the way down. So she came in and I was like, okay, great. So this is when Liv Morgan's going to come in. I was waiting for it. But instead we got Nikki Bella coming back, getting the boos. I was like, I thought we were done with this. Everyone thought they were done with this. But it turns out we were done with this because Raquel Rodriguez came in and called her spot after taking out Nikki Bella. I'm not sure. I think Nikki Bella's going to show up somewhere else at some point. And if I was surprised to see it, so was Liv Morgan. We had that little tense sort of very fun, very happy Judgment Day segment backstage with Finn bragging about not having to fight Rey Mysterio, Dom just being chill, and then Liv like, why do you why did you go do that? Oh, I should have run it by you. No. But and then Liv basically claims her spot in the tag team scene. Because remember last week, it was clear that Liv Morgan wasn't going for the tag title. It was Roxanne and Raquel going for the tag title. She was going to go for the singles title. But it seems like Raquel's like, no, I'm going to go for the singles title. So we ended up with Liv in Roxanne Perez's corner and Bayley in Lyra Valkyria's corner. Now, this was a good match. Two really skilled people, Roxanne versus Lyra. Feel kind of bad for Lyra, but it made sense that with a bit of help from Liv, Roxanne got the W. And the fact that there was a little bit of cheating involved, I was like, it's good. It shows that Liv is perfectly willing to and very capable of helping Roxanne Perez win by cheating. So I know they're bad guys, but it shows that, no, she's aligned herself with Roxanne. I'm wondering how there's this drama with the Judgment Day, but it's always like very polite, like sort of like polite aggression. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe I think, you know what? I think people might be reading too much into this. Liv right now is going for the tag titles, but she's not going to get it. I think Raquel is probably going to fail, and Liv is going to go for the singles title, and then Raquel's back in the tag division, which also means I don't think Judgment Day are going to be they're going to be part of the bigger picture, but they're not going to be going for the tag titles in any, like, even in the three-way match anytime soon. That's my prediction anyways. But I thought we were going one way with Liv last week. I was more happy with that than with this, but I like the way that she's adapting. I'm still the Judgment Day is something that's been going on for like 5 years or something like that. And even this current version of it, you keep thinking they might be breaking up, but no, they keep pulling it together. And it's now, it goes hot and cold, but it's getting hot again. I'm interested to see where they go with the Judgment Day, in particular, Liv's involvement. And then we had the continuation of the women's tag team title scene saga with the championship team represented by Kairi Sane once again, and the potential future champion team of Rio, represented here by Io Sky. And it was a really, really good match. I mean, these two women definitely know how to work, and they also definitely know how to work with each other. There was like attempted interference, of course, but it wasn't the big schmoz. Io Sky won, but it seems like Kairi's saying she lost to Alexa Bliss on Friday. She lost to Io Sky in this show, and on Friday, next Friday, she's either Lash Legend or Nia Jax. I can't remember which one, but she's probably going to lose there too. It's like Asuka's having Kairi do all the losing, but she's still a tag champ. But by losing, though, all these teams that are beating her are potentially in singles competition, are putting themselves in contention. So I don't know. It just shows again how Asuka just uses Kairi to take all the falls. So it's some interesting storytelling. And of course, how can you complain when you get a match with Io Sky in it, especially against a competitor she works very well with, like Kairi Sane. So it was definitely a fun match to watch. But the show started with Gunther, very to the point promo, great promo, said how John Cena might be is the greatest sports entertainer of all time, but Gunther is the greatest professional wrestler of all time. And he reiterated the fact that he's going to make Cena tap out. Now, this really, I mentioned this on the SmackDown Assorted Thoughts, but when it was Gunther versus Cena, especially after Cena lost to Dom, you're thinking, okay, maybe Cena might win or Gunther might win. But when Gunther said tap out, now I'm actually thinking, I think Cena's best option is to, if he passes out, maybe Gunther won't let him. I don't know. Do the babyface thing, not tap out, but still not win. People are just not so much thinking now, is John Cena going to maybe win? They're thinking, is he going to tap out or not? You know what? Maybe he might end up winning. I don't know. I'm going to maybe do a prediction for this one match, because the other matches, I might throw something in. The other matches are interesting too. I'll maybe make some predictions on those matches too, but mainly I'll see if I actually make a prediction with Cena. But I got to mull that around in my head. So maybe we'll get to that. Maybe we won't. And these were my assorted thoughts on the December 8th, 2025 WWE Raw. What did you think of my assorted thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you have a middle opinions? Regardless, let me know in the comments. Follow at Silo Voice Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram, at Silo Wrestling on X, and me at Jason C. McLean on X and Instagram. Also, jasoncmclean.bsky.social on Bluesky for written wrestling news, silovoicewrestling.com. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, or ring that bell for notifications for all my wrestling hot takes, cold takes, simmering takes, wrestling opinion pieces, WWE Premium Live Event prediction and review videos, assorted thoughts on Raw and SmackDown, and coming soon, my best of the year that I recorded with my brother. Until the next one, which should be, well, if I get the Cena one out before, great. If not, then it'll be assorted thoughts on SmackDown. Until then, for Silo Voice Studios in Montreal, I'm Jason C. McLean.